So what do you think how it's come out then? Do you think it looks good?
Yeah, it's good. It'll need flattening and polishing, which is normal part of the cool stuff anyway. It'll look nice with the wide wheels on it, the white wheels. This has a cover over it, that gets painted. You know, that's a trim that goes on there. Yeah, with all the badges on and everything, and it's all polished up, it'll look nice.
So what's your plan on the Mini then?
Just get anything up here, because once the carburetors and everything are in there, it's quite hard to get to. There's a pipeline I can make from there to there. I'm not sure exactly where the brake line goes. Put the steering rack in and the column that can go in. So that will go there. That takes your clutch line to there. And I think there's a three-way on here. It takes your brake line.
So what's that part you're actually putting in there?
This is the steering rack. And what you do is you leave it loose until you've got your column on there, and then you can rotate it to where it wants to sit up on the top bracket there.
Okay.
Then nip it all down.
So what's the purpose of the steering rack? Is that just to hold the column in place?
Now the rack, as you turn your steering wheel, you've got a shaft rotates inside the column.
Yeah.
Steering wheel's on a spline on the end of that. Goes onto that spline there, and as you move that left and right, steers the car.
Okay.
The rack. Because that holds your cluster there for your indicator switch and stuff, and these are your self-cancellers. That's your horn push ring.
Okay.
The column is fixed on a spline to the rack, and you know there's no UJ in it, so it's a straight join. So now once that's bolted in to there, you know that the angle of the rack is correct, so now we can nip that up. When you put in the U-bolts through, you want to try and get them so they're roughly the same amount of thread sticking through, and you know the U-bolts in there nice and square.
Okay.
Right, we now got steering. You see the rack moving either way. Right, that's good.
Awesome.
Nothing seized, nothing clonking, hitting anything. So.
If I'm not mistaken, that looks like a fuel line to me.
No.
Oh fuck. I thought I was going to come out with some...
No, your clutch, you make a solid brake line that goes from there to there, and then that doubles up and goes into your clutch slave cylinder. It's on the side of the engine.
My eyes don't deceive me, that looks like a voltage regulator.
Fucking check you out.
So I read it on the outside of the box.
Quick look at where that, if it does go there, and then we'll make the two brake lines up for there. Right, operation 1. That's it then, and it's just operation 1. Should be alright like that, shouldn't it?
Looks nice. Well, the first thing I noticed when you looked online at some of the pictures was how messy it looked.
Yeah, you've got to try and keep it all as neat as you can, you know. Well, you still got to have everything in there working and functioning, but you want to try and keep it neat and tidy, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a bit like a lot of the American stuff. You look at the wiring on them, it's absolutely horrendous.
Really?
Oh, terrible. Be alright. Right, let's do the next one.
So there's someone on on Tinternet.
Hmm.
They asked what you like to do in your spare time, Ash.
Fishing. I like fishing.
Okay.
I like going down the pub, having a beer. I've got another motorbike at home, an old one I'm building in the garage.
What bike have you got?
It's a 1938 AJS.
Okay, nice.
Twin port. It came out of the Murray Museum on the Isle of Man, which was like a racing museum. So it's all a bit quirky. But I'll just do it as a race bike, a sprint bike. It's only a little 250, but...
What's the conditions in at the moment?
Oh, it was all in pieces. I've had all the engine, all ultrasonics and all that, so all the engine casings are in good nick. I'm just going to build it all up and then get it blasted and coated. But I've got to put all the different cams in it and all sorts of stuff because it's going to have it running on methanol.
Is that a big conversion?
No, it's just carburetor size, jet size, lower the compression a bit. You can raise it, but it's only, like I say, it's only a little 250, but I'll just have to play around with it. Yeah, it'll be good fun. Yeah, I like cooking, do a lot of cooking at home.
Remember the best sandwich I ever had was one you made.
That muffaletta, yeah.
Yeah, I still talk about that now.
After all these years.
What's your signature dish?
Gumbo.
Gumbo.
Sausage and prawn gumbo is my favourite. I love it.
Is that a special recipe or?
Yeah, there's a bloke called Chef Rick, and it was from a restaurant in New Orleans called Lamplighters. It's just a lovely dish. Costs a bloody fortune to make it, but it's got crayfish in it and all sorts. Yeah, it's really, really nice. Nice and spicy. Do the job, shouldn't it? I'm pleased with that. It looks nice and neat. Celebratory fag.
Every nut, every bolt. Next week on the workshop.
It's got the wrong hinge pin in it. That's all been welded on. It's not very well. So we'll bolt all that together and just again repair it all.